What's going on, guys? Good morning. This is Sam with Troops Mowing. We're here in Central Texas. We had a bunch of rain last night. I know we kind of came out of a drought about a month ago, but last night we had a bunch of rain, and our employees are taking the day off to let the ground soak up some of that rain, and that means we have about 3 landscaping jobs for today. Pretty much there's just gonna be 2 mulch replenishment jobs, and then there will be 1 like bush trimming, tree pruning type of job. I think the total that we'll be making today is just north of $1,100, and we'll see how long it takes us. I know we have a little bit late start to the morning. Heading to the unit now to meet with Dylan, and we will be getting after it. Excited to take you guys with us, and excited to make another video for this channel. Recently we've had a bunch of love, and we're approaching 1,000 subscribers, and it's super exciting. So thank you guys for the support, and let's see how we do today. Let's do it. Hey guys, I'm here editing this video. I wanted to provide some audio backdrop to some of these scenes, just because I know it'll be pretty boring watching fast motion clips of us doing some work or loading some materials. So in this clip, what you're seeing is this is part of our unit. So you can say it's just a lean-to. We pay around $600 a month during the growing season, and we've worked out a deal to not have to pay anything in the slow season. This allows us to house our mowers and our equipment, and it frees up our warehouse, for lack of better terms, for trucks or other opportunities that we see fit. What we've done recently is we've purchased the best quality mulch that we can find locally here in bulk. We purchased 10 pallets, and this gets our price per bag considerably lower than it would at like a big box retailer like Lowe's or Home Depot. So we were around, with labor going to pick it up, we were probably north of $5 a bag just for picking it up and the actual product itself. These bags here, they're double the quality, and we're around $4 a bag at our cost. So this lean-to helps us store all that equipment, and it's been an awesome purchase for us and our company.
Don't mind the broken phone. 10:23 a.m.
I'll drop them off to you. So this first job that you are seeing, it's simply just a mulch replenishment job for one of our customers. She reached out and asked us if we could provide a quote for a cleanup. We provided a quote to pull a bunch of the weeds, trim the bushes. As you can see, not a lot of stuff needs to actually get done on this property other than just laying down mulch. So we adjusted our quote, and I believe this job was $257. That includes the cost of the mulch and the cost of labor. Like I said earlier in this video, the cost of mulch is around $4 a bag, and we used, I think, 24 bags on this property, if I remember correctly. And then we also had a budgeted time, I believe, of, I'll try to remember here. I want to say we had just 1 budgeted hour on this job. Granted, that's for 1 total budgeted hour. So we had 2 people on this job. So in theory, we would have to complete this job in less than 30 minutes. Because if we have 1 total budgeted hour scheduled, that means that each person would be responsible for 30 minutes each. Thankfully, we completed this job in 20 minutes. So that's a total labor time of 40 minutes on that job, since there was 2 of us. This was a good start to our day. It was humid. It rained a lot that morning, so we got a good sweat to start the day. But as you can see, the lawn looks great. The mulch looks great, and it's just high quality mulch, and the customer's happy with it. So this was awesome, and we are going to start hitting some pet waste jobs after this visit. We have our pet waste costs. Our weekly are at $15 a service, and bi-weekly at $25 a service. Typically, we only offer that to our lawn mowing customers because it's not very profitable or efficient going to a random house just for $15. So as you can see, we're going to wrap up this job and start hitting some pet waste.
Time complete, 10:45 a.m. Out here making straight cash, baby. What up? Straight cash again, baby.
Throughout this video, you're going to see a lot of different opportunities for your business to make some money outside of your bread and butter service. Typically, we reserve these landscaping or flower bed jobs, we call them project work jobs, for Fridays. However, yesterday, being a Thursday, was pretty rainy, so we decided to move these up and move the lawn mowing back a day. But this gives you an opportunity to really enhance your profit margin, since lawn care is typically a lower margin industry as it is. And this gives you an opportunity to broaden your value to your customers. So we have been blessed for our customers to reach out to us and request all these services. Every single job today, excluding the pet waste, has been from a customer reaching out to us asking for the service. In your own company, if you have established customer base, you can do this via email marketing and keeping warm leads warm, or you can simply go knock on doors and ask for business if you don't have an established customer base. It's as simple as walking up to this property, noticing that their trees need trimmed and their bushes need trimmed and pruned, knocking on their door and just giving them a quote. You're not going to get every single door that you knock on, but if you can get 1% and you knock on 100 doors, you can get one customer a day doing this. So just stay diligent and get out there and make some money. Since I have a few minutes, I want to touch on the importance of having a system that compensates your employees pretty well. So we use the P4P system, stands for pay for performance. And what that does is it pays our employees a percentage of the labor revenue that they bring into the company, as compared to paying them strictly an hourly rate. So with an hourly rate, what we found is the employee and the employer are working in opposite directions. The employee wants to work as long as possible and complete as little as work as possible, and the employer wants the employee to work as little as possible while completing as much work as possible. It's just a lose-lose relationship, and I have to imagine, I know we haven't paid anybody hourly yet, but I'd have to imagine that it gets pretty frustrating for the employer, and there's probably a sense of tension on the employee side as well. So with P4P, it puts the employer and the employee in the same playing field, and it allows the employee to be compensated as if they were an owner of the company. So what that means is the amount of money they make is in direct correlation with the amount of work that they do, and it also holds them accountable in case they break any of the customer's property, or if they don't do a good job on a customer's property, they would have to go back, and there's no more revenue to be made. So they essentially are going to be getting paid from any bonuses that they have earned. It's such a cool system. It was created by Mike Andes with Augusta Lawn Care, and we have found that it has just been extremely helpful for our company, and I can't imagine paying our employees any other way. For example, our base hourly rate that we pay our employees is $18 an hour. On our last pay period, the average hourly rate to the employees was north of $26 an hour, and that's just mind-blowing. We had one employee, his name's Eddie. He'll be taking over as a general manager for our new location next year, and he'll be going to salary and profit sharing when we do that. But he would make $32 an hour on one of our pay periods, and it just goes to a testament as to how hard of a worker he is, but also to the system and how we compensate our employees. So if you guys have any issues with employee retention or employee acquisition, anything like that, I would really take a look into implementing P4P into your business. It's game changing. So yesterday we had to come back to our lean-to and load up more bags of mulch. These bags are heavy and they weigh down our trailer and our truck. So we had to come back and get 2 different trips to get all these bags of mulch. First job took 24 bags. This second job we loaded up an additional 50 to make sure that we had enough for yesterday's jobs. What's cool is all of our customers, our unit is pretty centrally located throughout the majority of our customers. So the neighborhood surrounding our unit, we have probably 100 customers. Right now we have about 460 reoccurring lawn mowing customers, and 100 of those are literally within that neighborhood that you can see. So this last mulch replenishment job that we're doing, she is in that neighborhood, and it allows us to go and get more mulch. The tree trimming job that you just saw was also in that same neighborhood. So this helps having good route density, really increases your profit margin and your labor efficiency, which ultimately helps out your bottom line. And ultimately that's what matters in business. So
you're gonna be the best thing that camera's ever seen. You know that, Randy?
What is?
You are.
I'm on that?
You have to be, but that's the best thing that camera's ever seen. It's just normally seen me and Dylan. It's tired of us.
You are so sweet.
finally, as we wrap up this video, we can talk about some of the specifics throughout this day yesterday and also some of the numbers. So taking a look at everything, the total budgeted hours that we had yesterday was 7 total budgeted hours. We also had 2 pet waste jobs. So those come down to 33% of the actual labor revenue. So the total cost of materials yesterday for the bags of mulch comes out to $317. And then Dylan and I, we both pay ourselves a salary since we are an S corporation. But if we were employees of this company receiving P4P, 33% of the labor revenue that we bring in, and on top of that adding payroll tax, the total labor cost yesterday would have been $276. So the total gross revenue that we brought in yesterday was $1,207 between these 3 landscaping jobs and 2 pet waste visits. And the total, cost of goods sold and total cost of labor comes out to $593. That brings our gross profit margin down to $614. Now you still have to take away, taxes from that. You still have to take away, gas and credit card processing fees. That's why I'm saying our gross profit margin. But as you can see, our gross profit margin is north of 50% for yesterday's jobs. And that's the importance of having project works on your schedule compared to just lawn mowing services. It really boosts your profit. So hope you guys get after it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. And I can't wait to hear you guys down in the comments.